another reading from Goddess of Liberation. So, like, comment, subscribe. Oh my god. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lauren and this is Lauren's Library. Today I wanted to do kind of a mid-year book haul of all the books I have acquired from January to June. I won't be able to give you a well put together summary on most of these books. I'll probably just give you like a keyword maybe, because if you don't know, you're new to my channel, I like to treat my book collection like an actual library, and once I purchase a book and it gets placed on a shelf, I like to be able to pick it up and remember exactly what it was about by reading the back and be like, oh, that sounds interesting, I think I'll read this for this week, you know. So I don't really remember the summaries for a lot of these, but they were interesting enough to get purchased. So we're gonna go through these. First I'll start with the stack that was over to the side. These are ones that I've already read. This haul does not include books that I've unhauled. A lot of the books that were new purchases have been unhauled. Well, not a lot. I won't say a lot, but they have been unhauled and they're not included in this. You'll see those at the end of the year during my unhaul. But first we're gonna start with Beasts of Ruin and Beasts of War by Ayana Gray. I read these, I enjoyed them very much. I bought them at the same time at Barnes & Noble, and I'm just happy that I've finished a series this year. Next I have When True Loves and Reggie and Delilah's Year of Falling by Elise Bryant. These are two contemporary novels that follow two girls on their journey of romance, but I don't remember. I don't think this one is dual perspective, but this one is. So do with that what you may. Next we have This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. This is the second book in her Skyland companion series. We follow Soledad and her journey with divorce and what happens after divorce. Next we have The Partner Plot by Christina Forrest, and this is the second book in her what are the sisters called? It's a book series about sisters, but I can't remember what the series is called off the top of my head. But we follow one of the sisters, Violet, as she has a marriage of convenience for her career, and chaos ensues. And lastly, we have A Love Song for Ricky Wilde by Tia Williams. She is the author of 7 Days in June. Yeah, so I picked up this book in a pre-order. A lot of these too are pre-orders. I guess I can let you know which ones are pre-orders and which ones are not. But let me put this over here. Next we have, I just hit myself in the chin, The Boy I Am by K.L. Kettle. An Impossible Return by Caroline Laurent. I picked this one up at a book signing at a bookstore here in Dallas called Interrobang. It was Ayana Gray actually was signing her latest book, or the last book in her trilogy, and the bookstore was about to close during after the book signing, so I just wanted to grab something from them and purchase and support the bookstore, and this is the one I found. Yeah, An Impossible Return. Wicked by Design by Kathy Moran. The Sweet Spot by Amy Poppel. Yinka, Where's Your Husband by Lizzie D'Ameliola Blackburn. I'm sorry. Honey and Spice by Bolu Babalola. This is a book that I've been wanting to read since it was in hardcover, but I didn't really like the hardcover edition. So when I saw the paperback, I really wanted this edition, and now I have it. And I can't wait to read it. Dune by Frank Herbert. I want to read this series because I feel like I'm being left out. I think I would really enjoy it. I also want to see the movies, but I don't want to see the movies before I read the book. So I picked up a copy just so I can know what's going on with this cultural phenomenon. Oh, okay, can y'all stand up? Thanks. So Let Them Burn by Camilla Cole. That was a pre-order. That one of the pre-orders that I forgot I even pre-ordered. So I'm very grateful that my past self decided to pick those up, or pick that one up. Next, I have Royal Crush and From the Notebooks of a Middle School Princess by Meg Cabot. I saw this one initially in a Half Price Books, and I was like, what? Meg Cabot? Why is Meg Cabot writing about this little black girl? And so I did some research, and apparently this little black girl is Mia Thermopolis from the Princess Diaries. This is her half-sister, and this is kind of like a spin-off Meg Cabot has created where we follow her half-sister. I don't know if she's finding out that she is a princess like Mia in the Princess Diaries, but I was curious, so I picked up the first one so I can see what's going on with these. But it's an entire series. There are like 4 books, I think, 4 or 5 books. And I've heard nothing about it. When the Vibe is Right by Sarah Dass. From what I remember, and the reason I picked this up, this is a YA book. I picked this up at Blacklit in Dallas, Texas. But this is a book placed in the setting of Carnival. And I don't think I've read, oh, I have. I can't remember the name of it though. I've read one book where it kind of takes place during Carnival, but it was kind of like leading up to Carnival. So let's see. I'm curious to see how this one goes. And the one I did read about Carnival, it was an adult book, and this is YA. So we'll see. I'm excited to read it. Have y'all ever gone to Carnival? I haven't. Maybe one day. In Every Mirror She's Black by Lola Akinmade. A Kirstone. I picked this one up because I think I have another book by this author, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure what book I have, and I wanted to pick this one up. Yeah, but In Every Mirror She's Black. And lastly, Where Sleeping Girls Lie by Farida Abike Ayimidi. I pre-ordered this one because I had Ace of Spades in my collection, but I hadn't read Ace of Spades. But by the time this came in, I had read Ace of Spades. And I'm glad I did pre-order it because I really enjoyed Ace of Spades, and I'm curious to see where this author will go in their next novel. In this next stack, we have Aphrodite and the Duke by J.J. McAvoy. This is one that has been on my wish list for quite a while, and I picked it up because, you know, when you have kind of those sales where you have to reach a certain dollar amount in order to get like free shipping or something, and I was like, let me go ahead and put this in my cart so I can already have it and I can meet the shipping goal, you know. But I'm not really sure. It's been on my wish list so long, I'm not really sure what it's about anymore. Tonight Isle from Dogfish by Holly Goldberg Sloan and Meg Wolitzer. What I remember about this, I think this was a kind of recent purchase. They used to be in order by how recent they were purchased, but it got all jumbled up. But I think this is kind of like a parent trap situation, but they're not really twins. They meet each other at summer camp, and then they end up becoming stepsisters, I think. But it's a middle grade, and it's really cute. I love this cover. Earl's Trip by Jenny Holiday. Uh-oh. Then we have The Other Princess, a novel of Queen Victoria's goddaughter, by Denny S. Bryce. I'm curious because I feel like this is going to be like a novelization of a true story. I might like, it may be my latest obsession, and I may watch documentaries and everything after I finish reading this. So I'm very looking forward to that journey. Next we have Real Life. I'm just now noticing that this doesn't have an author. This is a Disney comic. So do y'all think this was written by AI? Oh, I may have to look into this some more. But it's a graphic novel. I'm pretty sure it's, I don't know if it's middle grade or YA. I'm not sure actually. But I think what I remember when I picked this up is about some girls who make a fake profile for this guy that stuff just happens. I don't know. But why doesn't it have an author on the book? I'm curious. A Galaxy Next Door by Guido Amakure. This is a manga, and this is volume 1. Next, I have Darius the Great, It's Not Okay by Adib Khorram. This is one that I'm very late to the train on. I remember this being very, very popular when it came out, and I just never picked it up. And I saw this at Half Price Books for like $3.99, and I decided to pick up a copy. Next, I have a bind-up, a Kennedy Ryan bind-up of her, I don't know what the series is called, but it's Flow, Grip, and Still. I'm in the process of wanting to read all of Kennedy Ryan's not blacklist, but her backlist, and this is my most recent, I think. Is it my most recent? Because I know I unhauled one. I don't remember, but this is the next series I want to get into by her. Okay, then we have The Secret Library by Kekla Magoon. This is a middle grade. I'm honestly unsure because on Goodreads it's labeled as a YA and a middle grade for some reason. I don't know if that's been updated since I last looked into it, but yeah. The Better Half by Ali Frank and Asha Humans. The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. Leigh Bardugo is definitely one of my auto-buy authors, and this is her most recent release, and I will definitely be reading it soon. And lastly in that stack we have Barda by Ngozi Ukazu. This is her most recent graphic novel, and I think she is definitely one of my auto-buy graphic novelists. I think her storytelling is so fun, and it just makes you want to read everything she's ever written, which isn't much aside from her what is the name of that series? The hockey series. I can't remember, but it's also a graphic novel. So yeah. All right, in the last stack of this book haul we have Life Lessons with Orimichi Onisan by Gaku Kuzi. And what was that even in frame? But what I remember, this is one of my recent purchases, but what I remember that made me interested in this one is that our main character is kind of like not kind of, but he is a children's show host, like the Wiggles, Yo Gabba Gabba. He's like the human, like Mr. Rogers. And I think it's just going to be about the balance of the dichotomy of how he has to act on camera when he's working and what his actual life is when he's home alone. And I think this is going to be very sad and very depressing. That is my assumption. I don't know if that assumption is correct, but that's what I'm thinking. And I'm very curious to see how this story will turn out. But it's a manga. I don't know if I said, yeah, it's a manga. So we'll see. Next I have When I Met My Husband by Ryusuke Nanasaki. And this is based on a true story of the first gay marriage in Japan. The first religiously recognized same-sex marriage in Japan. So yeah, I saw his memoir, but I'd probably read that on audiobook. I'm a audiobook memoir girl. But I saw also the graphic novel, well, not the graphic novel, but the manga, and I decided to pick that up instead of the actual novelization, you know? Next I have Embodied, an intersectional feminist comics poetry anthology. So this has multiple authors. I actually picked this up for a friend. I just haven't had the opportunity to go drop it off at the post office, but I'm gonna put this in the mail to her. And yeah, soon. Next I have Just Say Yes by Goldie Moldavsky. Sorry about that. Goldie Moldavsky. This is probably also one of my most recent purchases. My birthday just passed, so a lot of I remember the most recent book purchases I have because I just got these, and this one was one of my birthday purchases. I picked this up because it reminded me of a book. Is it close? Where is it? It's called The Vow, but I don't remember who it's by. But it's somewhere on this bookshelf behind me. But it's following. The Vow follows someone who's marrying a friend who is about to get deported, and this one, our main character, she's graduated from high school and found out that her parents have been lying to her and she is not a citizen, and so she is trying to stay in the United States and why do these keep falling, and find someone to marry her so she can become a citizen. And I think those stories are so hilarious, although in reality are probably pretty scary. But the stories that I've read that are fiction, I really enjoy the story that the authors are telling, although in reality it may not be so funny, you know. Next I have The Color of a Lie by Kim Johnson. This is, I don't know why I just gravitate to her stories so much, like when she announces a new book. But when I purchase them because I want to support her, but when it comes to picking them up to read, I'm just never in the mood to pick them up because they're usually a very heavy topic, and you just have to be in the right headspace to pick those up, you know? But when I am, I'll pick this one up. What I do know, I think, is, I don't know. I don't remember what it is, but this was a pre-order. But yeah, I'll let y'all know probably. I'm gonna read it hopefully soon. Next we have another Farida Abike Ayemidi book, but this time she is partnering with Adiba Jagirdar, and it's 4 Eids and a Funeral. I wanted to get this arc so badly, but I was unable to, so I went ahead and pre-ordered it, and that copy finally came in. Okay, next we have The Perfect World of Miwako Sumida by Clarissa Gonawan. This was given to me at a Dallas Public Library event where they were just handing out free books, I guess, that were leaving their shelves. And so I'm not really sure what this one is about, but we'll see. Don't you do it. It almost fell again, y'all. All right, next we have Redwood Court by Delana R.A. Dameron. And I think this is kind of like a slice of life. A slice of life. Oh, I got this one from the Pan-African Connection bookstore here in Dallas. But I think it's a slice of life of this neighborhood, Redwood Court, in California. Oh, South Carolina. But I'm very curious. I've been seeing this one everywhere, so we'll see. Next, we have Hours by Philip B. Williams. This one is very interesting. It sounds kind of like a fantasy twist on slaves and enslaved people escaping their plantations and going to kind of like a fantasy world. I don't know. I'm unsure of all the details, but that's what I remember. And I think there's magic. We'll see. But it's a big one. When I saw this in person, I was not expecting it to be that big. All right, next we have Come and Get Me by Kylie Reid. I read Such a Fun Age during like the COVID days, and I enjoyed it enough, but I'm curious to see where Kylie Reid goes on her next novel. So I picked this one up and I'm gonna see how it goes. Come and get it. I love this cover though, the green and the gold with this blue. I just love that cover. Alrighty, those are all the books that I have purchased in the months of the first half of this year. I don't know why I said that like that. But have you read any of these? If you have, let me know in the comments below. What is a book that you purchased this year that you absolutely enjoyed? Let me know that also in the comments. And thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.